Long and hard to begin to put in the speed cameras we need many more as part of our legislative efforts in Albany. We're going to fight for the home rule right to install speed cameras and red light cameras wherever data shows that they will make our streets safer. Look, this is a right this city needs to have. We have to protect our people. We need to be able to do that quickly and in a focused manner. We should not have to constantly go to Albany and have our efforts limited when we're trying to protect our own people. We're going to increase NYPD staffing levels. The commissioner will go into greater detail, but we're going to have an increase of 60 officers focused on efforts related to traffic safety. I want the families who are here today to know that we hear what they're saying, that we are not going to let them down. Their cry for help, their cry for focus of all of us on saving lives couldn't be clearer. They are right to hold us accountable. They're right to demand more. Again, I feel so much for them, and I also have so much admiration that they are trying with all their might to protect others. They, in each and every case, have lost someone, and yet they are trying with all their might to make sure that we as a city lose no more people. And that is entirely noble. And they, to me, are moral arbiters in this fight. And we want to show them the kind of focus and commitment that they deserve. Just a very brief comment in Spanish before I call upon Commissioner Bratton.
Investigations involving serious injuries were not adequately investigated. As a result, there's been a major effort to try to improve the amount of resources that we can commit to ensure that all serious accidents involving serious injuries and fatalities are in fact investigated. Previously, the department only investigated collisions in which victims were likely to die. That threshold has been expanded to include critically injured as a category, increasing the number of cases we are investigating by approximately 20%. What that means is that in a serious accident, we will get there to gather the evidence to allow us to move forward with the investigation. I intend to ensure that the new policy is adhered to strictly. We have also increased the size and are in the process of increasing the size of our highway investigators. We're also sending them to a premier course developed by Northwestern University, which literally wrote the book on scientific crash investigations. Police agencies around the country send their personnel to the school, and we are now sending our personnel there also. In addition, we've created the core personnel to serve as drug recognition, speed measurement, LIDAR devices in an effort to replace older technology. While all precincts are using some form of speed enforcement devices, we've upgraded 24 of them with these laser devices, and we'll seek to move forward eventually to having all precincts equipped with laser speed detection devices. In 2013, the department issued more than 83,000 summonses for speeding, a 16% increase from the prior year. We expect this year to increase it even further and hope to be significantly assisted by the speed cameras that the mayor is prioritizing and is committed to acquiring. We are employing our traffic stat model to reduce accidents, similar to what we do in CompStat to reduce crime. And precincts are also being required to submit plans for pedestrian safety and discuss initiatives to increase pedestrian awareness and collision prevention. These will be incorporated into the initiative that the mayor just announced that will be going forward over the next 30 days. I should point out that pedestrian accidents have accounted for the greatest increase in collision fatalities of late, as the mayor reported. There were 23 more pedestrians killed last year compared to 2012. Last year, pedestrian error, and I point this out, pedestrian error contributed to 73% of collisions, and 66% are directly related to the accident.
It's a particular honor for me to join an administration that has made transportation safety and Vision Zero such a top priority. And I'm honored as well to be working with Commissioner Bratton. He has done so much to reduce crime and make cities safer, working closely with local investigation, working against unsafe driving. That sends an incredibly powerful nationally. And know these stories are more than just statistics. They're heartbreaking. Been the top issue for United States Department of Transportation, what's called the 3Es: enforcement, engineering, and education. At the federal level, we work with communities like New York to try and incentivize the tackling of the 3Es, and now with the mayor's announcement, it's clear we're going to do that here in New York City. We'll be joining New York City DOT, but I know that US DOT will also.
Because there was an instant synergy, an instant sense of this being a common goal, common mission. I mentioned to Commissioner Bratton, I was very impressed by the speech he gave, I guess it was a couple of months ago, at NYU on traffic safety and on the role the NYPD needs to play, and a real reinterpretation in improving safety around our schools. There are some other areas of concern, like senior centers, or areas that are
outside here, we have 15-mile-an-hour speed zone, right?
Senator Denara's come up and just explain one effort being made now to try and strengthen the penalties. Senator Denara.
Thank you. The question was well put, that the penalties and the laws currently are insufficient in terms of penalizing drivers who do this.
And let's do, I'm sorry, just one clarification. On topic first, and then we'll do any off topics. Go ahead.
How many cameras with this capability of issuing tickets do we have right now, and where are they? And also for Commissioner Bratton, how many of these officers going to the highway division, are they being transferred from a specific agency? Are they new hires, or where are these officers coming from?
I'll start by saying, with absolute respect, we don't make it a practice to tell people where the cameras are, because the point is we're trying to get people out of the habit of speeding in general. The cameras are at some of the most dangerous intersections in the city. Sadly, there are many. And again, part of why we feel so strongly about the fact that we want the right not to be held back by Albany is we have a lot of work to do.
New York City, I realize you have a lot of schools, but also would you do it at other places deemed to be more dangerous intersections?
I'll speak sort of about the general philosophy, and we had a lot of problems around our school methodologies you can use. So I think the way I'd say it is, and obviously who the constituency, the population is in that area, kids going to school being an obvious one. But in terms of a deeper explanation of criteria, take it away.
And this one, I may also actually call up the Lori Ardito, who's currently the acting commissioner, do the slow zones, and maybe Lori, if you want to speak.
Actually, you and then you.